Coming up on the Aces AFL show, it's going to be massive because if you missed it last week, you have to tune in purely for this. Roll the tape.
I'll dress up as a clown all next week on the show. In fact, I might even come in as the Joker. Get the face paint because I am a joke if this doesn't come. The Bombers will beat the Pies and I'll take the Bombers. If the Pies win, you have to wear a full Bombers kit, playing kit and everything for Monday's show and Thursday's show.
Anyone got his size on? Does he know what he needs to wear?
And you told me Essendon win.
I was on some heavy shit, bruv. You know what I mean?
Welcome to the Aces AFL show. Daisy Thomas here, a different voice off the top, steering the ship today. I'll bring in my good mate, Mitchie Wallace. Well, great to see you.
Great to see you too, mate.
Now we are here. It's a round 8 edition of the Aces AFL show. And last week, there was a massive round of football, of course. The Anzac Day clash, eyes were all across it. The Bombers, they'd promised so much. The Pies are old. They were referred to as an aged care facility. And there was a bet made that if the Pies were not to win, that I'd be sitting here in full Essendon kit. As you can see, I am not in Essendon kit because the Pies single-handedly dismantled the Essendon Football Club and made them look second-rate by half-time. So that means Tommy Sheridan, the man who usually sits in this seat and brings in the show, is here today somewhere dressed as a joker. Send in the clowns.
There he is.
Oh, boy.
Hello.
A bet is a bet.
Why so serious?
Oh, not this.
We're not serious. We're happy. We're happy to see you.
How good is it? How good is it? Geez, they were good as well, the Bombers.
When will you learn your lesson is my question.
You know what? I actually don't mind this kid. I was looking at I've done the Ram before, but I don't mind the Joker. I don't mind this one. But look, it's disappointing. It's disappointing.
It was.
It was actually so disappointing. I was sitting there watching it with a few of the boys at the Emerson, and I'm like, this is embarrassing. And then when Pendles went deep and just looked like prime Dusty, I was like,
On your boy.
this is just outrageous.
So you made the bet last week, but there was also another clown in the, to use the word, where's your boy, Suf?
I've heard Suf's on the way.
Is he actually coming?
He's on the way.
No, because I thought he was a
he
no-show
thought-
and
he
I was
thought-
about to unleash. So
Well, he thought we were joking. I'm like, no, Suf, we've got the makeup artist
Well,
here
he's
and all
made
that.
that
So-
way.
How long did this all take to get?
No, we were very lucky. It only
You
took
can't
about
polish a turd, but they've done their best
Yeah,
effort.
you can roll it in bloody.
Yeah, well, kind of look like Matty McConaughey, can we? No, 25 minutes. Yeah, some of the best in the business. We'll get the shout out there. Morgs is just getting it up. I'll have to shout out the business. But elite operation. Benny and Morgs got the kit. But I'm looking forward to seeing Sylvie because I've thrown him in the deep end, haven't I? Last week he come on, he's given up all his time, and I've gone, you're involved with this bet, aren't you, Sylvie? He goes, fuck it, aren't I?
Well, we can get to this game at some point when Suf does get here, if he gets here. But as always, we need the big man Nobby to come in with his race call. Welcome, mate.
Oh, wow.
Backed by popular demand. There's
kicks.
clearly been houses sold because the shoes have had a polish, the shirt's gotten tighter, and those pants might be sprayed on.
Mate, they're painted
just
on those
about, aren't
pants.
they? Yeah, no, we mean business today, boys. And Tommy, disappointing effort by the Dons again. And hopefully Suf doesn't come in here. I'm going to hip and shoulder him on the way out. He's mozzed our boys. And it was a disgraceful effort on
Has
the
he
weekend.
mozzed them or what? I mean, do you reckon you'd get a game for the Bombers at the moment?
Oh,
Look at you looking good.
You are.
Good,
You hardly fit through the bloody door.
As I stated here a couple of weeks ago, if you couldn't get a game in the drugs huggy years, mate, you'll never get one. So I'm certainly not going to be the knight in shining armour for any football club, local or state or AFL level these days. But they
Did you go along?
No, I didn't go along actually, but I was watching intently. I was down watching Strathmore Footy Club on the weekend have a good win against Deer Park. A couple of your ex-teammates were out from the Deer Park team, unfortunately. But yeah, it was much better scene down there than it was on the G, unfortunately. So
What was just a quick one before you do your call, but when you're watching it with a few of the local footballers, what was some commentary around the performance?
Oh, mate, once again, it was the Essendon blokes who jump off the ship pretty quickly after being on it firmly last week, which is unfortunately a bit of a trait for some of these Essendon supporters, mate. But
It's made for a great deal of enjoyment for the rest of the AFL.
Yeah, and all I was thinking of, where's Suf's head? I'd love to give that a fair old whack. But anyway.
Well, he's on the way. You just shot a text through. He's on the way.
Take us away, mate.
Yeah, it takes away. All right, guys. Racing and the Bulldogs look shot after an 11-goal drubbing against the Swans. The boys at Whitten Oval look more spent than a scrunched-up voucher on a sticky carpet floor at the pub. The Demons took care of the Tigers with ease, and Cozzy Pickett's making that 9-year deal look lighter than Tommy Sheridan's bank account back in Essendon all year. Hawthorn said Nobby's race call can go and get stuffed and blew the Suns to the proverbial den in Tassie as Gunston nearly had more shots than the boys in red collectively. But Damien Hardwick said hold my beer Ross line and deflected better than anyone in his post-game presser. Anzac Day at the G was a non-event as the pressure got the better of the Dons and the Magpies kept a stranglehold on the day. Fair income, Scott Pendlebury might gain access to his superannuation before he wins his last Anzac Day medal. Daisy. Port Adelaide with the upset of the round as they caught the cat snapping but didn't. Horn Francis looked wide awake. The Bull just wants to lock horns, no pun intended. A fast finishing Carlton saved a bit of face against Freo in the West, but the biggest losers there were the Kahunas who trained Ben over in the Prophet Propeller, you idiot. Then Brisbane didn't disappoint the punters on points bet with a solid win over the Crows up north, and Toby's mob just clung on to their season in the game of the round against North Melbourne on a Sunday. 200 to go, and finally a blockbuster to kick off the round in front of 90,000. The Hawks narrowly over the Pies, and Peter Dacos to only appear 15 times on the big screen in the crowd might be the double. The Bulldogs to host Freo at home in Melbourne. What are you doing in the studio? Well, you should be training with microphone here. They've had more injuries again this week. Then it was the showdown. Boy, what a round we've got in front of us. I've got the Crows in front, and when you win this time, text, make sure you put your phone on private before you prank Kane Corns. Doesn't get any easier for the Bombers this week against the Lion. Please tell me that fruitcake the Suv isn't in the studio pumping the boys up this week, Tommy. The Eagles to get the job done in the Who Cares Cup while the fans will be up and about in the Silvani Classic. Carlton versus St Kilda. Boy, there's stories everywhere here. North Melbourne might be a smoky for their first win at the Cattery since 2011 before Grundy and Max Gawn do an almighty dance at the SCG. Oh, forgive my mouth for watering, Daisy. And finally, it's about time the Suns turn up and give a yelp in the Expansion Cup. I'm tipping the man who gets away with cooking raw chicken thigh, C. Petrarca for best on ground. See you next week. Bang! Bang!
200 to go. The horses are going another kilometre. That's
Stretch it right out there. That's 200, didn't they? Heavy 10 by the sound of it.
Some of your best
Heavy
work,
10, all right.
Yeah, so.
Peter Dacos fit. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good market.
Doesn't he?
That's a fun little sipping game if you're at home.
PTSD for me.
We had a mate of yours in Cal Wilkie on the review show on Monday.
Yeah,
and
he
So I
gave
hear
you a bit.
inside,
Actually, we should
have
play
a
the
look at
footage
this.
now because he got stuck into you.
I've seen a couple of likes coming up on the Aces AFL pods for when Nobby does his work. Have you got any feedback for the great man?
Yeah, well, I've sort of lost interest the last couple of weeks. He came out of the blocks really strong, and he's sort of losing me a little bit. So Nobby needs to pick it up because he's losing me.
There's a couple of things here.
Wow.
One, I haven't changed kit, but two, neither. But also, mate, that's a decent drive by. Come on, Cal.
Yeah. Look, you know what? We're in the industry of feedback, and if you've lost interest, Wilkes, what I'd say is, mate, maybe put some interest in our freight business, mate, because you haven't got us a lead for the last 3 years, mate. I've been putting food on your table, so hopefully that's where your interest has gone.
He actually he did mention the business off air.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so
What
I've
is
got
it,
a little freight brokering interest. We've got a little business there through Matty Horn and my brother and Daniel Miles, who are doing most of the hard work. But myself and Brad Crouch and Wilkes have sort of partners, silent partners in that business.
You're the bank.
Well, we're meant to be the leads, unfortunately, but Wilkes is just following more leads on the footy oval, and he's not getting any in the freight business, unfortunately. But I'll have to follow that up after this, mate. So
Actually, he might find a way into your race call next week.
Hang on, so WCO Freight, is that what the name of it?
Freight
And
logistics, yeah.
that's obviously Wilkie, Crouch, O'Brien.
Yeah.
The one brain between all three of you.
Yeah, well, one game if you're talking about me. But 400 odd between us, mate, which is what I always say. And yeah, for any of your freight brokering needs, that business, we'll do any of that. So
selling houses, selling freight.
Jack of all trades, master, race caller, real estate agent, and freight broker.
I got it sorted.
Your CV is very interesting. This is no, well done, mate. Thank you for that.
Thanks, guys.
And
appreciate it.
I'm just getting a look. There's a bit of footsteps and some activity,
It's
so I
Suf
think
here.
that might be Suf.
Well, he might be
Nobby, one superstar out.
Hey, look after him, Nob. Well
Well
done,
done, well done. If you see him,
Well
clip
done,
him on the
Nob.
way out.
Yes,
Is he
okay.
Oh my goodness.
The Broadmeadows Joker.
What is this?
Joker.
It's like
What is it? What is it?
The Brody Joker, my brother.
this is Heath Ledger if he was firebombing nightclubs.
Looks like an 8 Heath Ledger.
Oh mate, well done for rocking up. But
And you made it easy on the makeup artist for getting rid of the fluff on the
Yeah,
face
she
as
was-
well.
did you shave this morning? That's just grown back. Is
Oh,
that?
yeah, it was up to him when I got
Yeah, nice.
I was, no, Short notice.
Yeah.
I was playing in a shave. I'm like, you know what? We haven't seen an Arab version of a Joker. You know what I mean? Why not? Something different. Why not?
Well, the good news is you are addressed as the Joker because Tommy made a bet. You came along with it because you were both so confident last week that the Bombers would be good enough to put a third straight week together and get their second win of the year. Well, this one was done. Well, it wasn't done at halftime, but the writing was on the wall because the Pies kicked 1-6. And then after that, the cliff came quickly and one by one, see you later off the edge.
How do you rock up to Anzac Day as your one final for the year and not give effort? That's the thing that disappointed me the most.
Their time and space got taken away and then they panicked. The fumbles were off the charts. And if you actually, the false economy was the Gold Coast game, which gave everyone hope because they still gave
And
up
the Ds.
30 odd scoring shots in that one, but there was no pressure in it.
No.
Gold Coast Suns are horrific at the minute for tackle pressure. So the Pies ramped it up and you boys had no answer. But me sitting there, I got the aged care facility, kicked 101 points in the second half.
Yeah.
They hadn't kicked 100 points in a game since 17 matches or something like that. Your team gave up 101 points to a bunch of geriatrics and Unc Pendlebury, who's 38 years of age, had 43 disposals, 2 goals, 19 score involvements. He had more score involvements than your side had scores. So,
Daisy.
this is all your fault.
That's a problem.
This is your fault.
Bloody hell, you give these guys a chance and they just throw it right back at you.
Yes.
Oh my! He had that much room and space. He had that much land. He would start renting it out. He might as well. Like at that point, they were just letting him do what he wants. I was watching the game, obviously, and
Did you go to the game?
yeah, I was at the game.
When did you leave?
unfortunately.
When did you leave?
No,
I was there right till the end. I was there.
Good
Right,
effort.
yeah, he called me maybe good effort. I don't know what the word is for it.
I think we edited that bit out.
Yeah, maybe I enjoy that type of trauma. I don't know. I got issues. Maybe
A
got
bit
to
of a
see something.
sicko.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? You can't be a sicko and not go for the Bombers. That's how it works. It goes hand in hand.
Now,
hey, speak for yourself.
yeah,
What are we look at us, Tommy.
people obviously know who you are now. Like you're flying through Instagram. Were you copying shit at the ground?
Believe it or not, I wasn't.
Oh.
Believe it or not, I wasn't. Till I think once I left the stadium, had a few little cheap shots. I don't mind. I'll give it. I'll take it. I'm happy with it. Like Tommy said, the effort was disgusting. At one point, it's like we're already the worst tackling team in the comp. And then you go out there, you let a 50-year-old man do as he pleases. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
you're watching
at
that.
least you took and you quelled Nick Dacos's influence. He only had 42 and kicked 4 behinds.
Yeah, well, the only good thing is he'll never kick 4 behinds again.
Yeah,
So
he only had 745 metres gained. It was a good plan not to tag one of those two. For an Essendon player, if you wanted to get the ball, you just had to go and stand near one of those two because they had it for 90% of the game.
Or his brother, who had
Yeah.
38.
yeah, you know,
And you know what?
Wow.
I might be blaming you, but you should be blaming Tommy because Tommy made the bet and he just came to you and you panicked. You said, yeah, I'll come with.
No, I wasn't panicking. I actually believe this club gives you hope, Dale.
Oh.
Daisy, they give you hope.
The worst word in football is
Yeah,
hope.
it is, especially for a Bomber fan.
Yeah.
They out there, they just give you that. You think you're not 2 weeks in a row, win against Melbourne. You come up strong against Gold Coast. You go, we're on here.
Yep.
Then they go, get out of here. What do you think?
Forget about
What
it.
planet are you on?
You mentioned effort.
Yeah.
Throw some people under the bus.
I'm not throwing, but this is legit, yeah?
Yeah.
I called out Darcy Parish for the last couple of weeks. His effort is non-existent. He doesn't even know what the word means.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's beyond the joke. His direct opponent licks his lips every week.
Licks his lips.
Yeah. The minute Darcy Parish doesn't win, he's a ball watcher. The minute he doesn't win the footy,
A ball watcher.
his opponent's there going, it's a picnic day for me today. You know what I mean? I'm just here running around. I'll do as I please. Look over your shoulder. No one within 10 kilometres. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? It's unbelievable. Darcy Parish as well.
Yeah.
Did Peter Wright play on the week? Was he there? Someone help me out here. Was
Who, me?
He was there.
Oh, he was there, was he?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known.
No.
I had no idea. Tommy, you seen him? Did
I
you
got
see him?
one for you, Suf.
Yeah.
How many would you honestly kick on Benny Mackay if you were playing Anzac Day?
Put it this way, Tommy, yeah. I've had 2 full ankle reconstructions, yeah. You could amputate my right leg and my left leg and not kick 10. You know what I mean? Get me on a wheelchair, yeah? And bruv, I'm kicking 10, easy. First half, I reckon, as well. Yeah. What do you reckon?
Oh, mate, I don't know anymore. I don't know. I
Tommy's
just
like,
But they have
goodness.
to front up again this weekend, and it doesn't get any easier with the matchup.
get the
To
premiers.
get the premiers who are low-level flying.
Are you going to make another
You've said
bet?
it 3 times. You've been able to give me hope. You've been able to sell me hope. We'll be right. This is it. We'll bounce back.
I'm sick in the head, yeah?
Yeah, you are.
I'll tell you from now, Can I play too well, Marvel?
No.
Wait.
They've won their last 12, I think.
No, but as in, they're much
against the
bigger.
Bombers.
They're much better at bigger grounds, obviously. And I feel like whoever versus that Marvel is always competitive. St Kilda early in the year. I think even North last year took it up to them. So I feel like smaller ground, you are a chance against them.
Yeah.
We won't get as exposed as much. I thank God I'm not playing them at the Gabba. You know what I mean? That would have been breaking the wrong records for me over there. But look, I don't think I think we'll lose by under 30. I think we'll lose
All
by
right,
under
well,
5.
that's not a bad. Archie Roberts had his 40.
Yeah.
Is there any positives? Did you like the look of anyone on your team?
How did he get his 40, Mitch?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
no,
look where he goes.
been
Look,
great
I like Archie Roberts, and I don't want to be negative completely. But I think he's our only shining light. You know what I mean?
14 kick-ins, yeah.
You know what I mean? 14 kick-ins, everything in the back 50. But he's not the issue here.
But
There's a lot.
he had it because the ball was in the back 50 all day.
Correct. You can't do much. You're
Yes.
going to play what you're given. So, no. 2 meter Peter for me. I seen him when I went to the training. I shut myself. What this bloke's a unit. I better shut my mouth. You know, he's built like a train. He's unbelievable, Tommy. But when he goes out there,
Poor Pete.
bro, like
He's been good in the rack.
He's been all
Has he?
right.
Oscar, as you know, last week he got polished by a young Steen. Absolutely butchered him.
Yeah.
Can I use the word murdered him? But
He can do what
Yeah,
you want.
yeah.
You're the Joker, mate.
well, you know, the Joker does all. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm going to play the actor. Can't forget it.
The Broady Joker.
The Broady Joker, the knockoff.
Look down the barrel and say, why so serious?
Why so serious?
Well, I think we're getting you to stick around for the full show so we can push
pleasure
on
is
with
mine.
it. And before we move on, we've got to talk about the fact that it's been floated that you guys should lose Anzac Day.
How's that sit with you, mate?
Doesn't sit well. Like, honestly speaking, the history behind it, it's always been an Essendon Collingwood type of game. I know we're not doing well, and obviously we haven't been doing well for a long time, and I know generally Collingwood polish us, but at the end of the day, we bring in numbers. If you look at I had a look yesterday night, it was second in the competition for crowd attendance.
92,000
Yeah.
still rocked up, which is a
92.
reason why you should keep it
You know what I mean?
as a minimum.
Who come up with that, by the way?
I'm unsure.
It's a disgraceful call.
It was
Is
Kane.
it- well, you know
It's the
what?
best game of the year.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
That is the Cobb just absolutely loving life with a bit of bait out there and everyone's nibbling on
But
it.
you looked at the Friday night fixture, which was Melbourne and Richmond. It was 25 degrees. It was an awesome night. Melbourne going really well. Richmond not going so well, but they only get 65,000.
That should be a packed house.
So that should be one where you go to whoever's home team it is, right? If we don't get more than 80 as a minimum one, it's a massive weekend. It's a great game. And the weather was perfect. Regardless, you should show up. Otherwise, there should be a chance that you rotate that fixture. Anzac Day is the tradition. The Friday night is beginning to be one. But I think if you're not going to get enough people through the gates and show that you actually care about your football side and show that you care about the weekend that's coming, roll it round.
I might steal, this might be a talking point for later on the show, but what's your view then on 2 Friday night games? I know we touched on this a couple of weeks ago. The AFL are floating, having an interstate game as well. And
What,
even
for Anzac Day?
just on Friday night in general, marquee
Friday night.
games.
Well, just come back to that in a second. I don't mean to cut you off, but I just want to say one more thing.
Yes.
You as a like a Collingwood player, you love smacking Essendon because you hate Essendon.
Yes.
As a player, you want Essendon.
Correct.
So you don't want anyone else.
Give it 10 years.
That's the fair
This
point.
could roll around. And that's how it should. The AFL works that it should turn at some point and Collingwood are the lesser side and Essendon are the better side. And in between, there's some good clashes. So
You think so? That's the whole point of having a draft system, right? You think with the draft system, teams should eventually just come back through the top. That's the whole point of having it. But at the end, like Tommy said, at the end of the day, like the history, even Melbourne, Richmond, like you said, I don't know how Richmond's had success over the last 10 years.
90 plus thousand members.
Correct. And Melbourne's had success. They've won a premiership.
Yeah.
So how isn't that a packed house?
Yeah.
How isn't that full? What's your excuse as a fan? If Essendon, who's done jack shit for 20 years, still have 80, 90,000 rock up, what's their excuse? So for others to come and talk and say, oh, you know what, we should get it taken away. Hey, you couldn't pack my lounge room. You know what I mean? You couldn't fill out my two-seater. You know what I mean? You want to come and tell me, nah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
I just thought that's the best point you made all day, and then I looked at what you look like, and it's like, sorry. Well, I'll go back to your point. I'll cut you off.
No, it's just more because with the Anzac Day, it was lucky that there was 3 other games on the day, and I think every game has the last post and a bit of a ceremony as a show of respect. But what they're trying to do now on Friday nights is have some interstate games as well. So there's a double header on Friday night. So there's not a marquee game. there's multiple games at different times. What's your view on that?
Well, it's just all about, look, it is what it is essential. The AFL are trying to change how many short breaks teams have. So to do that, they have to condense the Friday night games. They also get eyes like the GWS Sydney game a couple of weeks ago that went live into Sydney as your first preference, which doesn't happen too often. So there's different factors behind it. I think it is what it is, and we have to.
So do you reckon, even with this conversation about Anzac Day, that there's going to be more manipulation of the schedule going forward, as in next year and beyond, in terms of changing it and not locking in 15 rounds?
Well, I think that's why 15 and beyond is not locked in.
Do you feel like it's going to come back even further?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Again, though, like it's hard doing the fixture in terms of trying to figure out who's a good team, because, Tommy, you thought Essendon were going to be a great team this year.
Oh, not really. I just thought they'd be better than Collingwood. And have a look at me.
Collingwood are a great
I'm a
team.
joke.
So we can push on from that. What's brewing? Please, Walt.
So thanks to Inglewood Coffee, we might throw into it. There's a lot happening in the AFL
The best
world.
brewers in town.
They are the
though.
best brewers.
50% off discount code for anyone that needs some coffee beans. I'll need
Aces
some
AFL.
after this. I just use Aces at checkout, inglewoodcoffeeroasters.com.au.
Coffee man?
You're a coffee man?
Coffee addict.
Good. So the good news is we get 100% off. You just flog one from the wall behind you.
Don't tell Tommy though.
These boys are taking every time we dress the set, Suf, I go, where the f***'s the Inglewood beans gone? And these boys have been taking them home.
I don't know. Oh, I'm fancy like that. It's better grind them. Don't know about that.
Well, you can take home some Inglewood coffee beans for your
Is they're
antics.
black and white.
No,
though.
just to really drive it home. But Daisy, I think you brought this up. Ruckman, they've become the queen of the chessboard. Have they ever been more important in your eyes?
I don't think so. And to sort of your point of Peter Wright, he'd been good in the ruck, but Steen's run and jump through the midfield and how Collingwood were able to manipulate that. Same with Darcy Cameron. He had a great game. You okay?
Yeah, no. I copped one of the hairs in my mouth. I was like, what's going on? I'm out here sniffing hairs and it's all right. The paint's not tasting too good. But it is what it is. It's a bet. Hey, Daisy, you got me good, bruv.
I'm trying to be serious here. Rolling out numbers about Collingwood plus 11 in centre clearance, their best results since bloody 2012. And you're coughing up green hair.
I'm coughing up paint, bruv. I'm out here chewing grass.
Tony Row.
I'll tell you something funny. Before the show, Suf goes, so, bro, what time's it shut? Like, what time's it close? I said, mate, we're finished about 11:30. He goes, good, I got a Zoom meeting at 12. Oh, look at the kid on it. I haven't told you that stuff. Hey, that stuff doesn't come off, you know.
Is it permanent? It's an upgrade,
Putting the shit back on course, the train's back on the track, whatever you want to call it. Yes.
Yeah, no, I think Ruckman and having two, and we've seen with Hawthorn the success they've had, they've lost, obviously, the opening round game against the Giants where they didn't go with two, and since then they've been awesome. So if you are an athletic kid, and this is probably where the recruiting is now going to go in AFL, they'll go and get people who are of size of 200 that can springboard over someone, and then if it's going to continue being the chuck up, why not? You get dominance within the ruck.
Yeah, and our follow-up question to that, there's probably 3 premier ruckmans at the minute, and I'd love to get your thoughts as well.
Would be good.
So Maxi Gawn, obviously been the mainstay for well over a decade. Brody Grundy, who's in what I would say career best form, and then Luke Jackson. So they're the 3 for mine being the premier ruckman. If you had to start one, bench one, and cut one,
that's brutal.
It's a brutal game, but
That's brutal.
You do it,
but
Suf.
your life's brutal at the minute.
Yeah, I can't get anywhere else, can I, surely? We're going to go, definitely going to have to start Gawn. Gawn's probably arguably the best ruckman I've ever seen play the game. That's probably a big call. I watched a bit of late of Dan Cox, not much. But yeah, Gawny for me is number one.
You got bench one of Grundy or Jackson and cut one.
I'd have to cut Grundy. Sorry, Grundy. I think Luke Jackson's upside is huge.
Yeah. Yep.
I think he is, the sky's the limit with him. I think if he can just build a bit more of a tank, and he's run and jump, his athletic abilities are it's absurd. So yeah. So long story short, Gawn start, cut Grundy. Sorry, Grundy. And what's his name?
I'll be showing
Jackson on the bench.
Brady. Bloody hell.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I probably might go Jackson if you're talking about like a list because of the age profile.
Yeah.
If you're saying like it's just for one game, one grand
next
final,
week for mine,
I'm probably taking Gawn because he's a true ruckman where Jackson's more of a unicorn. I can put him forward. And then Grundy, I just think he's they're all flying, so it's very hard, but I'd probably have to cut him just because I don't think he can play forward as well as Jackson.
Yeah, it's a good point. And if it is to be played tomorrow, it's hard to argue against any of those.
But all 3. We get to see Gawn and Grundy this weekend, so
weekend,
we'll get to find
and
out.
both great competitors too, like hate being beaten. So that should be an awesome
Next
matchup.
teammates as well. So
Can't believe we're talking about ruckman.
No, but even we'll just throw you Max stats. So 22 touches, 6.5 clearances, 15 contested possessions, and kicked 5 goals on the year with 33 hitouts. He's going well. So
I
he's
think Jackson's still the number 1 rated ruckman in the comp though.
with that as in
As
the player ratings.
as a player ratings or the champion data ratings too. So. Good chat. You're big on the rules, Well, you
Yeah,
are
I
our
know.
official serious man.
I am.
What is going on?
Well,
Like
the-
you gave
the
the
stand
AFL
rule.
a clip, and you have a couple of times with your warrant on the review show. But what's going on with this stand rule?
For Miller on Friday night was running along with Gawn and got told to stand, but was within touching distance. And actually, Swanee came on AFL 360 and backed up that it was the right call.
Well,
Gary Lyon was actually. I was sitting there like I agree with Gazza, but geez, they both made an argument.
Yeah,
and
no,
you
I
can see
get
it
it.
from both sides.
Yeah.
But that he did say that's one of the scenarios that doesn't normally present. But I'm of the same
someone's
opinion.
got to stand. If you're closest, effectively the rule is if you're closest, doesn't matter who you're on, you're told to stand.
Yeah.
So if you are the closest to the person who's taking the mark and you're told to stand, I think we saw a good one with Georgie Wardlaw who nearly
That's the one
primary
they
school,
use,
like,
yeah.
clip
But
fell
when
over.
when
Like,
Yeah.
But when
like
you're
a banana.
flying, like when you're
Yeah.
flying, it's always like take the most dangerous,
Yeah.
and then you'd always roll the bloke behind. So it's just so grey though. Like you got to remember, we know the game. Imagine trying to teach this to some bloke that's just learning the game.
So
even the
aesthetics-
Jamara situation, I think on the
yeah,
golf
with
course,
Jared Witts.
with
Yeah.
that was
So they've changed the ruling on that. So umpires are now allowed to use names. So
But even common sense on that
They-
one.
yeah, but they
like
need to-
someone
yeah.
stand, sweet. No, one of you vacate. So one stood and one vacated. You go, well, technically that's what I've asked
okay.
for.
Yeah.
problem is, I don't know who's going to know who to vacate. That's the issue. He vacates, they give the 50. They say, "Oh,
Yeah.
you should have been standing." Like you said, the naming has to happen.
Yeah.
Like especially when you got a couple of guys there on the mark. But yeah, with that type of rule, I think it sometimes gets a bit too much.
And this is more of a general comment. We'll keep pushing on, but the rules changing has increased scoring, which is fantastic, but it's also created the bigger margin, which I mentioned on Monday. The average winning margin on the weekend was 50 points. So the average winning margin over every round this year is 35 points, which is on the increase. So if we even take a look at this weekend, the outsiders in terms of the head-to-head bets are all well over $2.50.
So the shortest in the market as an outsider is that'd
250.
be Adelaide Port.
That'd be the showdown. And if you got,
Carlton's about 2 something.
so if you run through them, just
So
get the points bet up
Yeah,
while you're
points
doing
bet
it.
up. There
It's
you
a
go.
good point,
I know
isn't
the
it?
line goes up in that one at about 12 points. On
but
the
you got
points bet at.
the Dogs at 310, Port Adelaide the lowest, and then you got Bombers at $7, Richmond at $3, North at $4.20, Carlton at $2.75, Melbourne at $4.60, and Greater Western Sydney at $3. So these are some big odds in a 2-horse race, isn't it?
The players love the stand rule. I asked Toby and Jezza on when we recorded this week, and they love it. Obviously, it speeds up the game. You can hit the 45s, but it's like it's just so confusing.
But
Like,
are we willing to cop 3 or 4 howlers? Like, it's one a game pretty much. Or from the weekend, it was less than that. There was the Gold Coast
game
one,
around, yeah.
and then there was obviously the Melbourne-Richmond one. Are you willing to cop that for the fact that the players enjoy it and it makes it a better spectacle?
Well, you got the last touch rule now as well. So like you've opened the game right up. I think the stand rule from a team defense point of view, right? It's just so confusing in fast play.
Yeah.
So I go 45. I handballed a bloke like you off the halfback, and then you hit someone on a 20-meter just bullet in the corridor, and everyone's streaming past. Let's just pretend there's 3 pairs streaming. You're not going to stand. You're going to stay goal side. You're told get goal sides. They're even, they're leaving. This is all the stuff you say when you're defending. How do you know in that moment? Boom, boom, boom. This is how quick the ball moves, and it's a grand final, and you're down by 5 points, and there's 5 minutes to go, and you're going to go, oh, I'm the closest to it. I'm going to stand. You're not. You're going to get goal side. So
But players have been good at adapting though.
Yep.
Because it's only like
I get that, and I'm not giving up on it. It's a new rule, so you got to see it out. But I'm just saying, I'd love to know it black or white, not grey area.
Yeah.
And I think the feedback is if you're the first one there, you stand
closest. Yeah.
the closest. It's just when there's 3 or 4 around and they're all flying through. No one can even no one's thinking about standing.
And the Jamara Witch example, it doesn't matter. Grand final day, the umpire could be screaming their name through a megaphone. If he's more than 3 meters away, you're not hearing it in front of
The best
100,000.
teams adapt to it. So that's what it comes down to, really.
But
I know
But they also manipulate it, and that's
that's
what they've done at the
I
start
don't
of the year.
think, though, the stand rules directly correlated to massive increases in scoring, though. It's the last touch out of bounds rule and some of the adjudication of trying to speed the game up that's caused that. And I'm just, before we move on, I'm just worried that the back half of the year, when you do have your Carlton, Essendon and Richmond down the
West
bottom,
Coast, all those
West
teams.
Coast. There's going to be some massive blowouts. The season is so long. So you talk about attendance and then people watching, footy followers watching, it's going to drop off because they're going to look at the fixture and know, okay, West Coast playing at the G or in out of state, it's going to be a 10-goal margin before you even turn the TV on.
I've got a question for you. So do you reckon the margin is the reason why they don't come? They'll lose anyways. But if the question is like, when teams start losing, people don't rock up, they don't rock up. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but if it's competitive to three-quarter time, you rock
And you
up.
see
Where
development in players.
if it's over at halftime, you sit there and go, all right, well, what are we doing here?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because I'm just worried that it's going to be round 16, 17, and then there's already going to be queue on the racks for over nearly, 7 or 8 teams.
Frankie Tanky video. Well, this is on the rundown.
Well,
What
we need
is
it.
the Frankie Tanky video?
I don't know who's going worse. Collingwood, Carlton or Essendon. But this bloke is a grown man. And I just want to throw to Frankie the tank. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this, Suf. Let's have a look.
Frankie Evans, walking down the street, Frankie Tanky. What a man he is, Frankie Evans. He's gonna kick a bag of goals and get to win for the Mighty Blues. Oh, Frankie Tanky. Come on, the Carlton Blues, let's go.
Sums it right up there. No words needed. I think the facial expressions did it all. We'll be back on the other side with plenty more Aces footy to talk coming up next.
Oh, turn it up.
Got a leg in your same-game multi that's lacking heat? Try out PointsBet's new Pull 'em feature, which lets you remove a leg from your multi before the start of the third quarter. Only available on PointsBet. What are you really gambling with?
Welcome back. The Aces AFL Show. Round 8 already. Suf, you're on fire. The Broady Joker, he calls himself. Daisy licking his lips and, whoa, just smoking the pipe. In the same outfit, you boys. Just flying, you are. Just flying.
Mine's been washed. I assume, you'd have an unlimited cupboard of them.
Yeah, no, mine's been washed.
Look at those pecs.
Yeah.
What are you throwing?
Mate, look at the pipes.
What are you throwing? Before we get, what are you throwing? What tin?
Lots
Bench
of press. Bench press.
What is it? What number?
Just reps of at the minute.
What is
So
it?
you got
Like 6
three
reps,
figures,
8
man.
reps, 4 reps?
Yeah, 4 reps, 120.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
Jesus.
Do they even have those weights at your gym?
do you
Oh, that's massive.
How many super curls are you doing?
Man, I'll do the Savlaki one. I'll just go bang. One Savlaki, another one, you know what I mean? Get the biceps going.
Yeah.
3 sets for breakfast.
Oh, well, it's not all laughs over here because the propeller, I'm about to cop it on Aces in the Wild, and I haven't slept since. But I just thought of an idea. Obviously, we're going to go to our punishment down the road afterwards. We've got something planned. But I thought Frankie Tanky video is quite funny, and it'd be quite quick. Can't even speak. It'd be quite.
Let's just roll.
It'd be quite. Yeah, roll it. I don't care.
Has his paint seeped
I
into
think
your
there's-
brain?
I think she's put something in this makeup there, Sui. They call you Sylvie. Is it Sylvie for Suvlaki or was it Sylvie?
Sub.
I reckon a punishment is to do the Frankie Tanky video. Next bloke that loses.
Wow.
'Cause that sucks.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Like if you
You got to do your own
recreate-
song.
just exactly that.
Come up with your own song.
I reckon doing the Frankie Tanky.
No, whatever it is that loses the leg. So if it's Sydney or if it's a player, you've got to do a song about them
exact same setup
in a rank kit like that.
and goggles. You have to wear the goggles. Are we all locked in for that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
All right, there you go. That's the next. That's the next
Jesus,
punishment.
So if you in?
Yeah.
Sign me up.
No.
So,
But
with the
we
fans,
have
you
to
got to talk
link
to me.
Essendon in here.
Yeah.
So if Essendon don't win,
It'd be the Essendon Carlton game.
Well, then
Okay.
Essendon
That's
Richmond.
fair.
Dreamtime at the G, I reckon.
That's 100% win.
Yeah. So you'll do a Frankie Tanky video if they lose that.
I'll do 6 Frankie Tanky videos if we lose that.
You guys and your
Hang on,
confidence in this
this is
football
ridiculous.
club
This is
needs to be
ridiculous.
reassessed.
I'm here.
14.
I know after I lost the first
May
match.
14, I think it is.
You're confident from the Aces family in the Wild about an apology you did to Sydney fans.
Yeah.
Because you left them out. You said Essendon and be higher than Collingwood. You're having a mare, but the Blood Bros 22, obviously the Bloods he loves. We don't accept your apology. Jevy _.
Well, you accept it on
100K.
grand final day when you get beat by 100, blood bro.
We don't forget, mate, you're in line for a belt to ass as well.
Yeah. Jevy has that. Just speaking of Jevy from 100K, he's had $1 on the Swans and he's upped his ante to $5 a day since Kerno got traded, or even maybe months before. So if you've followed Jevy on socials, this bloke has been pumping up the Showtime Swannies for that long, and now they're favoured to win the flag. It's an unbelievable story. It'll be a sweet one for him at the end of the year.
And this is off the back of your clown post. Barrett, 1191. How's the chomper still breaking through the filter?
That was a stitch up from Morgs.
I don't mind
My
that, no.
chompers are literally going through the filter. I saw that and I was like, oh, that's just crook.
and this
That was after they got the Bombers got done by 80 odd. I was like, oh, it's getting worse here.
And our Blood Bros 22,
Yeah,
he's
back.
doubled up. Stick to the NFL champ.
I am starting to think, yeah,
Chompers and champ.
Blood Bros, I'll cop the champ on the chin. He's right. I don't miss on NFL, but I'm that far off at this year in AFL. Not to be in the Swans in the top 10 is a disgrace.
Well, when we get to the propeller, the family hasn't missed. Darcy, Rob on Instagram. The train's done. Raul, AGS, now this anytime goal scorer, couldn't pick his own nose.
Oh, we're going to get to this Newman and the bad beat, but it goes down as one of the worst Saturdays I've had in a long time.
And Chock's Chat, friend of the show, Cuck's Chat, if you will, you probably should have picked Newman for 22 touches, I reckon. Would have been a heaps better idea. Well done, Chocks.
Well, that would have been $1.67. I'm actually lucky. Remember I said I want 24. You guys go take 23.
Lucky. Lucky wouldn't say lucky.
Well, it made me look, it made it a bit more
What
heartbreaking.
was he on 16 and a half time, was it?
He had 16 at half
18,
time.
18 2
He
minutes
had
into
2 in
the
the third and 4 in the last, but
he
needed one with 12 minutes to go. One with 12 to
How
go.
long was he on the bench for? Was he?
5-6 minutes. He was on the ground for 6 minutes at the end.
my, they had
There
you
was
watch
10
that.
goals. Cousins 21st.
So three-quarter time, half time, I was half knackered from having a big day. So I watched him get the first couple out of the halftime break. Texted the boy, said, this one's done. Congrats, I'm going to bed. Woke up, had a piss at about 2 o'clock. Look at the phone, 22. Refresh.
Oh, my days.
Like, what?
The only thing was done was you, Daisy.
Yeah,
Shaking
correct.
his leg.
He's done, no, he's,
That's
no,
bad.
I'm
He
blaming
really
Daisy.
broke.
I'm blaming Daisy because in the WhatsApp, he goes, this one's over, fellas. Pay the people. I'll speak to you in the morning, but well done to all involved. Newman will have a minimum of 29.
Daisy,
That's what he said. They went to bed, and then I'm
clocked
sitting there,
off.
he's stuck on 22 for 30 minutes.
Daisy, you clocked off before he got it. You
I had
cost
to
him.
go to 9. I was
You
tired.
were tired.
Oh my
little
God.
boy.
Anyway, we could sit here and go, oh, it's one of the baddest beats I've ever seen, and I'm being punished, and there's more to come. The Kahuna Football Club, I'm waiting for your jersey. I'll rock it next week and we'll talk. But there's something coming your way. Now let's get to the game of the week, boys. I want to, let's turn up the heat. What game do you think will be the spiciest matchup of the round? I'll start with you, Daisy.
I'm looking forward to the Western Bulldogs and Fremantle. Now, this is a game that Fremantle, Western Bulldogs, a lot of injuries. We're still not 100% sure of their makeup, but Freo, they just don't thrill me with confidence, Tommy. I know they're your side, but this should be a game if they come out, and we saw what happened to the Dogs last week. You come out and you give them an absolute hiding. I'm not sure Freo have it in them to do that. We haven't seen them put sides away, good sides away. And if they're going to be taken seriously, they should. So I'm looking forward to it. And for a weird reason, I know form says this shouldn't be the case. I give the Bulldogs a chance, and I think they're going to win in an upset.
Oh, that's a bit cool, Daisy.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah. Nah.
Wow, that's outrageous.
well. Again, I hope
I can't go bets every week.
No.
but
Well,
that
I
would
hope
be one I'd love to take.
No, this isn't one I'd be willing to put anything. But it's just a little feeling.
They
within
have
my-
been smashed by the Dogs in the past.
Yeah,
But that's why I think it won't happen this time. You got
The only-
too many blokes
think
out and
back,
too many
though,
sore blokes.
yeah.
Think back last year,
Last game to play
last
into
game to play into
finals.
finals. Okay, Freo played one of the best games
Yeah.
of the year, and the Dogs fell over. I'm not writing them off, but I think it's a task.
That's
too
the
big
one
to
that
handle at the
they
minute.
that actually I forgot about that. How could I forget that one? They were enormous. But they got smashed the time prior, I
Yeah,
reckon.
yeah,
and
no,
that's
they
why
did.
they come out and went
Well,
bananas.
Yeah, sorry. If they can't send them to the cleaners this week,
Forget about them.
forget about them. I'm the same with you with Freo. I'm not sold on them whatsoever. The games they should come out and win, they do. But the top teams, they're yet to show anything against the top side. And the Bulldog side that's riddled with injuries. You know what I mean? It's a bloody hospital down there, you know, and people are just on beds and gone. They're absolutely gone.
Triage ward.
Yeah, it's a ward down there.
What are you looking forward to?
Yeah,
Lyle?
I'm sort of most interested in the Richmond v West Coast game. Now, Richmond winless. Is this an opportunity where they finally put something and show something where West Coast up and down like a seesaw and off the back of a 100-point drubbing? But there's 3 number 1 draft picks on show too. So it's about the future of the game. We've got Harley Reid, Dersma and Layla from Richmond. So I'm interested in the outcome, excited. I'm not that excited for it, but it will go a long way to see, because then you look at the scheduling for Richmond. They've got the dream time against your mob. That's probably the only other option to notch up their first win in the next month or so.
Oh, we're that bad, yeah. Like Richmond looks forward to versing us. That's how bad we are. That's bad days, isn't it?
That's real bad.
That's real
Bloody
bad.
hell, like you should be scared when you come to verse the Bombers. That's gone a long time ago.
Who are you tipping in that one? Are you going with West Coast or Richmond?
Going with Richmond just because of a little bit of experience with Lynchy, and I like that Lynch is back as the target, but after a 100-point drumming.
Back home, though.
I like Taranto's back in, I'm pretty sure.
A draw would be a fitting result.
Yeah, it would. I know they're pretty heavily favourites, the West Coast Eagles.
Yeah, I think that's because they've actually strung
The
some.
thing I
good
like about
footy in
Uze
one
is he can
game
keep it kind of, I like their pressure game, and I think he can keep it tight early. But after a 100-point loss, I'd love to know the stats. Get the true man up, Daisy. But what's the stats after a 100-point drumming that you come out and then win, cover that line that they've got? I just think Richmond's a little smoky there.
Fair enough.
They need something. But look, that's a game.
What about
my game of the week? There's actually a fair few. The ones I got two, but the showdown and the expansion cup. I think Port are going better than Adelaide, but I think Adelaide can win. But that one could come down to a kick, so I'm looking forward to that. And they're always close. And the expansion cup, it's the game that the Suns just can't win, and the Giants always win. But this is the year the Suns probably are favoured. But they're not going that well. So I'm going to stick with the Crows at home. And obviously they're both at home, but I think it's their home game. And then the Giants on the road. I'm just looking forward to the tall timber. Mitch Georgiades last week ripped Geelong a new one, and so did Zachy Butters. He shook the tag, and so did Horn Francis. He showed everyone why he's the number one pick. And then that's going to be something that Adelaide has to tackle. And then the Phil Thorpe combo with Pex and Rain Keane, I reckon there's just so much excitement going to happen in that game. And then the same thing for the Suns and Giants. Who's going to kick the goals? You got Gamara, as we spoke about. You've got King. You've got Cadman. You've got Hogan. You've got Stringer. You've got all these Humphreys. You've got superstars everywhere in the forward line, and then mids that can rest forward like Petrarca and whatnot. So I just can't wait to watch those games as well as be a fan.
The Suns have got to sort it out, though. We did some numbers on the agenda setters for where they rank. For tackles, they're 10th. For pressure, they're 8th. For tackle differential, they're 18th. And for pressure differential, they're 16th. They've only won the tackle count once this year, the Suns. So they got all
the Bombers.
You got all the. No, it was against the Cats.
Okay.
Well, leave it or
So
not,
they didn't
the
even.
Bombers nearly smacked them, really.
Yeah, we actually tackled really well.
But they've got to sort it out. Like, you're not winning games purely on offense. That defensive effort.
Has Matt Rowe's absence been playing a key role in that? Because you look at how offensive their midfield is, and even Tuke Miller to a point can play a role in another mid. But
just don't, because they've got so many stars, I think it's just fun. Like, when you play in the junior footy, you're the best player, so you don't even worry about tackle. Defense is what keeps you from running into the cars.
Yeah.
So when they go out there, offense is the easy part. Are they really committed? I think Dimmer's got to sort that out.
I'm sure there's a coach like Dimmer there. He's not just going to let him off.
I bet you Matty Rao kicks the goal. I just saw some feedback from some bloke on the Aces in the Wild. But you watch Matty Rao kick a goal and have 12 tackles just to answer your question.
Match of the round, the Bombers.
Bloody hope it's the Bombers. It's the Bombers, either Lions.
Will you watch?
My close watch is Draper this week, believe it or not. I reckon he's going to come out there with a point to prove and he's going to butcher us. I want the Bombers to get into him early. I want them to let him know, listen, this is no training facility today.
Right, 4 metre Peter, get into him.
4 metre Peter, maybe Ben Mackay if he's still playing this week, hopefully not. Whoever. Because Draper's going to go out. I think Nick Bryan might come back this week.
Are you the guy? Are you the guy to get out there?
Yeah.
Oh, look, you'll get a good 30 seconds out of me, but hey, 6 weeks suspension, put him to sleep a little bit. No violence, just, you know what I mean? Like
a little
bump, you know what I mean? Let him have it a bit. But the game of the round definitely is for the Bombers and Brisbane. We need to see a response. After a performance like that on Anzac Day, Tommy, they better come out and fire up, yeah?
30 seconds.
Look what they've done to us. Like, I'm looking at you, look at me, we're both laughing at each other. You know what I mean?
I've seen me.
Thank you, I'll take that.
But this is the punishment for the silly bet you guys made with me. You've still got a punishment owing then for
the propeller.
So do you just immediately have to go out and give us the little video of Nicky Newman?
No. You got to put you off the shovel, Tommy.
Frankie Tanky.
It was the next one, the next punishment,
Frankie Tanky.
and the next punishment. He is.
Oh, we've already got one teed up today.
Okay.
But yeah, that is the next one. Jeez,
Call
that
your
would
own
suck.
punishments now.
Oh, at least I do them.
But we might
You done
keep
yours yet, Wal?
my punishment.
Yeah, you're waiting. You're
always
waiting.
some punishment.
Get your rig out. Yeah, it's not a punishment getting your rig
Yeah.
out. You'd love
Is his
that.
punishment getting his rig out?
Yeah. What'd you say? You got 30 seconds.
I'll
didn't
do
you?
that. I don't have a rig like him.
No, we'll keep moving on though. But if we talk about a specific player that we're looking forward to, obviously there's some big game players at the minute. But is there someone?
Is this the Nahas
this is the
Canteen
Nahas-
Award?
Nahas
The biggest
Canteen Award.
impact player of the week?
Biggest.
The
Who's
biggest.
going to explode this weekend? You actually
Give us
touched on
one
Draper.
player.
You
One
touched on
player.
Draper.
Oh, for the Bombers, that's the game. I actually feel like Draper's going to come and absolutely
Draper.
tear us.
What was it? 2-3 goals and a.
You don't know what you're going to get out of him. You know, you might snap it 70 metres out. You know what I mean? You don't know. You might kick it on the run. But Draper, I think he's got a point to prove. After I seen what Oscar Steen done to 2 metre Peter, I think Draper's just there going, just
Well, it's a
licking
good
his
point.
lips,
I've
just
got to do
excited.
Are you saying I should put him for a goal on the propeller, Suf?
Oh, get him for 3, I reckon.
I might have-
Goals
Have you got one,
guaranteed.
I'm going, and this will be featuring. I'm still not sure which one going with my propeller, but Isaac Heaney.
Yep.
I think against the D's, obviously the SCG, he's in awesome form. Had that little calf issue, but I think he can be someone who can have a stack of the footy, and if they just rest him and play him more forward rather than mid, I think he can kick a handful as a minimum. You?
Yeah, I'll talk about a handful. So Big Dick Tracy,
Oh,
a big kahuna.
don't remind me.
Here we
Don't remind me
go.
of the
So
kahuna.
here's some of the lines. We've got $8 at $29 and $8 goals for $29 on PointsBet. 9 goals at $51 and then 10 goals at 81. The last 2 key forwards to play against the Dogs, Jeremy Cameron kicked 10 goals and Kerno kicked 7. So look, they're known to get a big bag against them.
Is it an Amos job? Because he fucked his elbow last week, Tracy.
Did he? So he's not
Yeah,
playing.
they nearly broke his arm and he still kicked 3 in the first half. That's how well I was going on the propeller. I thought the Kahuna
will
Club
he play?
was. No, he's fine. He's
Yeah.
tough as nails.
Oh,
But it's just more that that's one of the ones that I thought if he was 100%, I reckon he's kicking 6 or 7. But Amos plays deep. He's a bit of a Ben King type. He
Yeah.
plays deep. He doesn't leave the forward
I
line.
just think with the Bulldogs out, so no Lob, no O'Donnell, a big key forward that can crash packs and mark and one-on-one, that's where he's going to kick his 5 minimum.
But last week, if you watched, it was actually Buku Kamas, who I think Matty Lloyd said he's being coached wrong, and I tend to agree. I know Bevo plays his defenders in front instead of behind. You'd know more about that than anyone. But Kerno had that many opportunities at the back. They break a line, boom, there's just players at the back, and Amos plays at the back.
Yeah, but you got to coach to a system, and the Bulldog system is pressure on the ball. And
Exactly,
if there's no
there's none of
pressure on
that.
the ball, because we've got no cattle at the minute.
So Amos is the one that plays deep, though. That's what I'm saying. So you break the
Get
line.
busy on him for the propeller.
What's Friday
Tommy.
night? I think I might. Yeah. I might.
I do like one of the markets that PointsBet have put up on the side. It's the St Kilda Carlton game. Carlton to lead at halftime and then lose.
What's that, $1.10?
$6. $6.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
Yes, so we all know how
Remember
good
that try bet that Port Arlington did? And
I still don't understand it, but it's great.
well, I think it's just like at any time, any quarter, the team just has to lead, but it has to
Fluctuate.
change at any other time. So
it's more than 2
Carlton lead, then lose the whatever. That's a tick. It normally pays $2 or $3.
Yeah.
Maybe have a look at that one for the propeller. Anyway, mine's still Thorpe. I think he might kick 5. I think he has to if Adelaide are going to win.
Yeah,
And I don't think I just think that you can normally. I mean, Jezza and Shannon Neal kicked a fair few goals last week, and they hardly had it in there. It felt like so. I think the big thrill seeker might get to work and kick 5. Here's me Canteen Award
I
from
hope
Robbie
he gets
Nars.
back to his best because he's one of the most exciting players to watch. And
He's a bit banged up.
he
At
has
the
been a
minute.
bit.
Well,
banged
you know
up.
what? I hope you all get back to your best, Suf, because I know I failed last week, but I'm still a tie on the leaderboard. So on the other side of the break, we'll be talking all things betting, but more importantly, the Prophet Propeller. And I want us to bounce back as a group. I'll put my hand up and be better, but let's be bouncing back. See you after the break.
Oh, turn it up.
Got a leg in your same-game multi that's lacking heat? This AFL season, try out PointsBet's new Pull 'em feature, which lets you remove a leg from your multi before the start of the third quarter. With PointsBet, you can keep the fire alive in your same-game multis. Just pull them and adjust your bet before the start of the third quarter. See your account for personalised max stake limit. Only on PointsBet. Yeah, that's built different.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Welcome back to the Aces AFL Show as we wind this bad boy up. It's been an awesome show. We put a ribbon on it with the Prophet Propeller. Tommy, you need to lift, but we do have a new club on the board, as always, for their chance to go and be a part of the Propeller this week, and they are?
The Bambill Football and Netball Club. And I have no idea.
Saints.
They look
Sainers.
Looks like the
it's
Sainers.
the stick man.
Yeah, so Kahuna was last week. We let them down.
Just on that, is that the baddest bet you've seen? 16 at half time, needing 7 in the second half and getting drummed.
Yeah, no, I would like
Honestly.
the early crow is not something I do hardly ever. And I was like, I literally was most confident I've ever been.
It was the highest possession getter at halftime.
Yeah.
So
And
And
went
at the
to-
most. And also, I'm at me cousin's 21st, and my auntie's going, get out there. I go, I've got to do this content for the propeller. And I got my old man in the whole last quarter who's filming me and had all the young boys in. And I'm like, well, don't worry, we'll be done soon, boys. I'm sitting in front of the tally like the whole last quarter, you know, like George Pickens waiting for the draft, you know, like just sitting there.
Redemption is now. There's a beauty of footy. You get another chance next week. What are you going with?
I'm going to start us off. I'm going to keep it to 1 goal.
Mhm.
And I think he's the best player in the competition for his age. I love that little post the AFL did on each play. Murphy Reid, 1 goal.
Against the Dogs.
$3.25.
It's $2.25. So a bit of
I've
juice.
looked everywhere.
Hasn't
It's
kicked a
the
goal
best-
since round 2.
It's the best. He's had shots on goal every week, and I just think the Dogs are ready to get opened up. And everyone's talking about the big key forwards are going to just eat. I just reckon a little crumb goal for Murphy Reid should be a snack.
Jeez, he's good to watch though, isn't he?
He's one of my favourite players. So, you know what? I'm going back to Daisy gave me the feedback. Stick to the superstars. I'm going superstars. 1 goal. It's the best value on the PointsBet app as well for anyone having a play at home.
Yeah, I'm going to the showdown in Perth, Richmond v West Coast. It's not really a showdown.
Derby.
The Derby. But
I don't think it's either of them, but anyway. Zubby?
I'm
These blokes are a joke.
I'm talking about one player in particular, Harley Reid. Obviously got more talent than anyone in this room. It's going to be a massive game for him. There's 2 other number 1 draft picks on show as well. So it'll be all about whose ego is bigger. I think his is the biggest. For 23.5 touches, you get $1.80. So watch him dominate.
Good on you. Well, more juice for the local punters. Yep, beautiful. $1.80 every week. Any danger of a $2-bucker?
Any danger of you getting 1 to 10?
I'm on the leaderboard.
Yeah, but it's no good being
on the leaderboard.
No good being on the leaderboard when other legs
It's
fall.
the baddest beat of all time. Tell me if you've had
Light up now.
So Harley Reid, watch him dominate.
I'm going to.
Well, look, tune into the showdown of the day.
They're going to call that from now on. The Sydney and Melbourne game. Melbourne going nicely. Sydney going better. Can Sydney be a goal in front in every quarter plus maybe 1 late? Margin there. The line is 30 or 29.5. I think they cover that. So Sydney to cover a line of 29.5. They beat Melbourne by 30 or more. Get you $1.80 on the dot. That's a green tick.
Are you sure you want to go against Melbourne like that?
Yeah, I really am.
When's that game? What day?
Sunday. At least
Sunday.
we can breathe.
No, CEO.
If you were playing the game, if you were playing the game, who would you lock in? Just quickly. Just go, boom, just shoot.
For which for?
Yeah, about
Do you
$2.
know
Good bet.
anybody outside of Essendon?
Yeah. Maybe pick a Brisbane player who's going to kick a bag.
I think, honestly speaking, Bailey can kick 3.
Yeah, that's
it's good.
Okay.
And he apparently going to get traded there next year.
Bailey's gonna
That's the
definitely
off-season
get
rumour.
traded.
So maybe he wants to show on what he's worth.
He didn't get his. He was on the Prophet Propeller back in round 3. I think he was one of my tips.
Yeah, against the
He's-
Saints.
It's just if he
Yeah.
kicks straight. It's not. It won't even be about. He will get the chances. It's just if he can kick straight. If
Well,
he
we
kicks
wait and
straight,
see. We might have a celebrity
Oh.
edition at some point. But Wallace, you got to spin it.
Yeah, we've got to spin it.
Spin it, and then we're going to get to the comment of the week, and we'll send another hoodie out. And Crazy Hazy last week, loved the email. Thank you for the kind feedback, and we'll send that hoodies on the way as we speak. Well, give it a good spin.
Look how
And,
agile he is.
oh, he's so nimble. Yeah.
Let's
He went
get it
backwards
home.
over that.
Oh, you know, if I
Here
did
we
that,
go.
you call the ambulance.
Round 8, Prophet Propeller.
Here we go. Give
Big
it a
spin.
proper rip. Give it a big one.
Bang! It's off and running.
Jesus.
It's a big spin. Jeez, look at that pipe sign.
does
Oh,
that
McConaughey. Read it out for us, Sul. Read out the winning club when it lands. And here it is. It is the
I can't even see that. What is that?
Cadandra Cats. It's the
Is that it? What is that? Is that like
Cadandra
a,
Cats. It's the football club.
it's a football club?
Football
Okay,
and netball club.
Oh, and netball. Nice, nice.
Might need to get you some new glasses.
Yeah.
By the way, I got the new Rixies for you. The big
bad
frames.
too.
Has that paint gone into your eyes?
Yeah, both playing on my contacts. You know, I'm saying 3 of you, double. No, it's Mitch is
What are you saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying
Don't
3.
fat shame me.
No, 3 of you, not in a bad way. I meant it as in I'm blurry. I'm blurry.
The movement's back.
Fat shame, have you seen my size? How can I go into my fat looking like this?
You're
Nah,
gorgeous.
thanks, mate.
There's a couple of comments here from last week. The Kahuna Footy Club. She's pure pain, lads. Our hometown boy has his arm snapped in half and gritted the teeth for us and got his 3 goals done by the second quarter to keep things alive. Inspirational. All can be repaired, though, train. Come to the God's country, Kahuna, the home of big Josh Tracy, the biggest oval in Australia, and let us earn some of the sweet cash back. Kickoff, ? Anything the big purple Kangas' hearts need mending. It just hurt me reading that comment. But that's why we have the graveyard. So you guys are in the graveyard. But I'm gonna personally organise something just this one time. I haven't thought about it yet because I just need to make sure it's real sharp what I do. Because if we do any more bad beats, it's a long season. There could be a lot of things going to clubs. So
they're about 4-hour drive.
yeah, and it's
around the corner.
It's a big oval. So and we get to our best comment of the week. And I must say, we love comments. We love the feedback. Get it in. The more the merrier. We're going to all kinds of extremes here, aren't we, Sylvie?
Oh, look at us.
So this.
Literally. Do you want
to read that comment out? Or
yeah, lift the paint hasn't affected me yet.
The last comment.
The last couple. Keep up the... So that one there? I probably put medals. I can't read as well.
Where is your golden retriever?
Keep up the great stuff.
Wait.
So I got to look and... Hey, you're not going to see my face.
Read it out. This is the winner of the Aces hoodie this week.
All right, here we go. Keep up the great stuff, gents. Can't wait to tune in next week. Is that all I'm reading?
Who is it, though? Who is it?
Mamma mia? I don't know. It could be anyone. The Real Sauce.
The Real Sauce on YouTube.
The Real Sauce, bringing the sauce. Keep up the great stuff. Gents, can't wait to tune in next week.
What about the paragraph? It didn't even say that.
It's irrelevant.
All he said was the Real Sauce.
Read the bottom line.
On you, my brother. He didn't even read it.
We want to help him out a bit here, but
Any smaller, you might as well call it terms and conditions. You can't even see it, bro. You can't see it.
Well, you know what? Well, we won't even read it out, but it's so nice.
it's actually not.
Actually, you read it well. It's a nice comment.
I was about to tick the box. Yeah, okay.
Tick the box. Terms and conditions.
Skip the whole thing.
Never done this before. Hey, boys, great show today. Great show.
You're eating it. It's in my eyes. We got done episode.
We're going to read this out, though, because the Real Sauce, he put a bit of effort into this, but the Real Sauce 3, loving the never say die attitude for Tommy and his Bombers. Massive week this week. But as a fellow Bombers fan, I'm a little giddy about this one.
Oh, is he a Bombers fan?
Yeah.
Sorry, bruv, you're one of us. Is that the camera I'm looking at?
Yeah, that's okay, man.
You're one of us. My bad. My apologies. Sorry, Mr.
I'll keep going. As for Daisy and I understand you're both fellow players for your respective clubs and both legends at that. Thanks, Real Sauce.
100%.
But earlier in the year, you told Tommy to stop backing his decision on his emotions, and you two are doing the same. Poor form.
It is poor form. It's been very emotional this year.
Keep the great stuff up, gents, and thanks. I can't wait to tune in next week.
There you go.
That's the bit you read.
Is that the...
Yeah.
I missed the whole story. Bloody hell.
You started at the end.
Yeah, right at the end.
Yes. Suf,
Yeah.
finish the show off and tell everyone they need to subscribe if they're listening, watching, and then see you next week.
Yeah, done. Tune into the Aus American. The boys are great at what they do. Get around them and that. Make sure you listen to these podcasts. You want to have a laugh. The boys are very, very good at what they do. Dale Thomas, I don't need to tell you, legend of the game. So is Mitch Wallace. You want any insights? You want to have a laugh? You look at me and Tommy, obviously. We're just here for entertainment. We got no knowledge whatsoever. The knowledge is on that side of the room, and the joke's on this side of the room. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But anyways, love what these guys do. Get around them. Subscribe. Tune in. And that's it from Suf SSTV.
Bye. See you next week.